Now, dear students, I am be taking some common precautions to be taken while estimating national and domestic product, or you can call it income. This is another very important part of national income accounting from where the questions are raised. What question type of question will be there? How you will treat the following in the estimation of national product or domestic product. So I am taking first some common precautions. So when you are estimating any of the aggregate of national product or domestic product, the first precaution you have to take is only factor income. What is factor income? Income which is earned after rendering goods or services. Like for an example, rent is a factor income because it is received after rendering land. Interest is a factor income because it is received after rendering capital. Wages is a factor income because it is received after rendering labor. So these all are factor income. What is factor income? Which is received after rendering factor services, after rendering goods and services. So rent, royalty, interest and profit is factor income, which are earned by rendering productive services are included. Why? Because in national and domestic product and income, we include only that income which contributes in the flow of goods and services. And the income which contributes in the flow of goods and services is called factor income. So in the estimation of domestic and national product, you will include only factor income because it is received after rendering goods and services. It is contributing in the flow of goods and services. So if you have been given rent, it will be included because it is a factor income. Wages will be included because it is a factor income. Interest will be included, it's a factor income. Profit will be included, it's a factor income. But on the other hand, all type of transfer income means which is received without rendering goods and services. For an example, age pension. Old age pension is given to the person because person is too old and it doesn't have means to survive. So that's why the state government has given a nominal amount to that old fellow so that he can fulfill his basic needs. So against that old age pension, that person is not rendering any goods and services, not contributing in the flow of goods and services. Second, for an example, unemployment allowance. It is given to the person who is unemployed. So that's why he's not having income. So he can fulfill his basic needs. That's why this allowance, this money is given. Against this allowance, against this money, he is not contributing any flow of goods and services. Few more example is scholarship. Against that, there is no flow of goods and services. Different type of compensation given, financial compensation is given, gift given, donations given. These all are called transfer income. And because such type of income does not contribute in the flow of goods and services, that's why they are not included in the national and domestic product. So if in the exam he is asking you how you will treat old age pension, then you will simply say it will be not included because it is a transfer income. But on the other hand, if you have been given retirement pension, the difference between retirement pension and old age pension is retirement pension is given a person who worked up to the age of 58 years or 60 years. So that is given against the work. So he is contributing in the flow of goods and services. So retirement pension is the factor income. So it will be included. But old age pension, it is a transfer income because the person is not contributing in the flow of goods and services. Hence it will be not included. Unemployment allowance, it is a transfer income, it will be not included. Scholarship, it is a transfer income, it will be not included. Any financial assistance, donation, gifts, it will be not included because in that case, person who is receiving the income is not contributing in the flow of goods and services. And any income which is received without making flow of goods and services cannot be a part of national or domestic product. So the income which we receive without making flow of goods and services is called transfer income. So transfer income is not a part of domestic income or national income, whereas factor income is a part of domestic income and national income. So this is the first precaution. Second precaution, sale and purchase of second hand goods. You are earning the income or you are making the expenditure, whatever it is. If you are making a purchase, that is expenditure. If you are making sale, that is income. If you are selling the second hand goods, You will earn money, that is income. If you are purchasing the second hand goods, that is called expenditure. But both will be not included in domestic and product income. Why it will be not included? Because when the sale and purchase of second hand goods takes place, there is not a flow of new goods. The same goods has been transferred from one hand to another hand. That is called change of ownership. In national product and domestic product, we include the flow of new goods and services. But here, there is a flow of old goods from one hand to other hand. There is no flow of new goods. So if the sale and purchase of second hand goods is taking place, that will be not included in the national and domestic product, since they are not a part of production of current year. But commission paid on the sale of second hand goods to the broker, to the commission agent, will be included because he is rendering the new services. Again, I am repeating, if there is a sale and purchase of second hand goods, this value will be not included because there is not a flow of new goods, simply change of ownership. The goods is shifting from one hand to other hand. If A person is selling his old scooter to B person, what is happening? The shifting of that scooter from the account of A person to B person. There is no addition of new product in the economy. So that's why this value will be not included. But if the commission is paid to the commission agent, this commission agent is giving the new services. So that value will be included. Same in the case of shares and bonds also. In case of shares and bonds also, there is a sale and purchase of shares and bonds. What is happening? What is share and bonds? It is a financial claim. If the sale and purchase is taking place, the shifting of financial claim from one hand to other hand. There is no flow of goods and services. If you are earning 10,000 through the sale of shares or through the sale of bonds, that 10,000 is not contributing directly in the flow of goods and services. So that's why if any income is earned through the sale of shares and bonds, that will also be not included. Again, if any income is earned through the sale of second hand goods or through the sale of shares or through the sale of bonds, it will be not included in national and domestic product because it does not contribute in the flow of goods and services. Because through this, there is no flow of new goods and services in the economy. It is simply change of ownership. Here the change of ownership in terms of product, here the change of ownership in terms of financial claim, but there is no flow of new goods in the economy. That's why whatever income on through the sale and purchase of second hand goods or sale and purchase of shares and bonds will be not included in domestic product as well as national product. Third precaution, imputed rent of owner occupied dwellings or owner occupied house. Imputed rent of owner occupied dwellings, or it is also known as owner occupied house. For an example, Mr. Ram constructed a house and in the place of selling it or in the place of renting it, he himself is living in that house. That is called self-occupied house. If Mr. Ram, after constructing his house, not selling it, not renting it, he himself is living in that house, it is called owner occupied house. And if you calculate the value of that house, that is called imputed rent. What is imputed rent? The value of owner occupied house. Now the question is whether it will be included or not. The answer is yes. Why? Because there is a flow of goods. When we calculate national income or domestic income or national product or domestic product, we are not talking about whether income is generated or not. We are talking about whether there is a flow of goods and services or not. So when the new house has been constructed, there is a flow of goods. If earlier in that locality there were total 10 houses and one more new houses has been constructed, so one more new house means 11 houses. So there is a flow of new goods. Now whether that house is occupied or sold or rented hardly matters. So that's why imputed rent will be included in domestic product or national product because it is an income earned over the house which has been newly constructed. Second is value of production for self-consumption. What is production for self-consumption? This you can take from agriculture. A farmer is producing wheat And the place of selling in the market, he and his family is consuming it. That is called production for self-consumption. If a producer, after the production, in the place of selling the product in the market, it is consumed by the family members of the producer, that is called production for self-consumption. Now the question is whether this value will be included or not. The answer is yes, because same is there. We are saying we are not concerned about the income is generated or not. We are concerned about whether there is a flow of goods or not. So when we are saying the farmer is producing wheat, it means there is a flow. Now whether he is consuming, his family is consuming, or he is selling in the market hardly matters. There is a flow, and that's why it is included. So if in the exam you have been asked production for self-consumption will be included, your answer will be yes, it will be included because there is a flow of goods. But if you move to the self-consumed services, what is self-consumed services? Services consumed by the family member. Mother cooking food in kitchen, father teaching his son. That is called services self-consumption. Services for self-consumption. Now the question is whether this value will be included. From one point of view, it must be included because there is a flow of services. If mother is cooking food in the kitchen, there is a flow of services. If mother is doing the domestic work, there is a flow of services. If teacher is teaching his own son, there is a flow of services. So it must be included. But the problem is we have a statistical limitation. We cannot calculate the value of domestic work performed by mother. We cannot calculate the value of kitchen work performed by mother. We cannot calculate the value of services given by father to his son. So because of this statistical limitation, we does not include the value of self-consumed services in the estimation of domestic product and national product. Once again, I am repeating it. If someone is constructing the house and the place of selling it or renting it, he himself is occupying it, that value is called imputed rent. It will be included because there is a flow of goods. If someone is making the production in the place of selling it, consumed by the family members, that will also be included because there is a flow of goods. If the services are consumed by the family members, then it will be not included though there is a flow of services because of the statistical limitations. The next is income from illegal activities, smuggling, black marketing. It will be not included because already it is illegal, and anything which is illegal cannot be a part of, you can say, any estimation in economics. And then other is windfall gain. This is a new word maybe. Windfall gain mean unexpected gain, like income from lottery. That is called windfall gain. So if you are getting income from lottery, what you have contributed to the economy? You have made any flow of goods? No. You have made any services? No. Simply you purchase a ticket and by luck you got the income. That is called windfall gain. So windfall gain means a gain in which you are not contributing in the flow of goods and services. And anything if you earn without contributing flow of goods and services, that cannot be a part of national product and domestic product. That's why windfall gain means that gain for which you have not contributed any goods and services. For an example, lottery, that will be not included in the estimation of domestic product and national product. Then next about taxes, how you will treat the taxes in the estimation of national product and domestic product. When I say national income, that is NNP at FC, it means net indirect taxes are not included. When I say domestic product, that is called NDP at FC, means net indirect taxes are not included. So one thing is clear that indirect taxes like sale tax, excise duty, or you can say GST, goods and service tax, cannot be a part of domestic product or national product. They only increase the market price. They are not going to increase the actual price. So that's why when we calculate domestic product, we does not calculate at market price. We calculate at factor cost so that we can neutralize or dilute the effect of indirect taxes. So when we are calculating domestic product or national product, we will not touch sale tax, excise duty or GST. So if in the exam you have been given how you will treat the GST in the calculation of domestic product, your answer will be it will be not included. It is a part of market price. How you will treat the sale tax, it will be not included because it is a part of market price. But regarding direct taxes such as income tax or you can say corporate tax are the part of national product. For an example, when you say domestic product, COE, OS and MI, OS means rent, interest and profit means dividend, corporate tax and corporate saving. It means corporate tax is included. So in the estimation of domestic product, direct tax such as income tax or corporate tax are included, but wealth tax are not included because it is paid on the previous wealth. It is not paid on the present income, right? So that's why it is not included. So only the income tax and corporate tax are included. Now the very important is how to treat interest. Number of time you'll find the question based on interest. The first question arises, what is interest? Interest is the income which is earned over the capital or you can say money. When we lend money, then what extra we take on lended money, that is called interest. For an example, when we borrow money from the bank, then when we pay back along with the principal amount, what extra we pay, that is called interest. So now the question is how we are going to treat that interest in the estimation of domestic product and national product. If this income or interest is earned through that money which is invested or utilized in the production of goods and services, then that interest will be included. Very important point. If I have taken a money, right, and I am investing that money in my business, and then over that money, if I am paying the interest, that interest will be included. Why? Because the money over which the interest is earned is utilized for the production of goods and services. If my friend has given me money and I'm using that money in business, it means that money is used in the flow of goods and services. And over that money, what interest is paid will be included in the estimation of domestic product or national product. But on the other hand, if the same money is used for the consumption of goods and services, I have taken a money from the bank and over that money, through that money, I purchase a scooter. So I use that money in the consumption of goods and services. I am not using the money in the production of goods and services. Then over that money which is used in the consumption of goods and services, income on interest will be not included. Here are some examples. See carefully. Interest paid on the loan taken from the friend. If you have taken the loan from the friend, you will be taking very nominal amount and generally what will be the objective for the consumption purpose. If you are asking your friend, here I need in money, so just to run your family. So where you are going to use that loan? You are going to use that loan in the consumption of goods and services. So what interest you are paying against it, it is over that money which is used in the consumption of goods and services. It is not used in the production of goods and services. So hence this interest will be not included. Interest paid to the bank by a household. Household has taken money from the bank. Consumer has taken money from the bank. What he will do? Through consumer loan, what he will do? Either he will purchase the four-wheeler or he will purchase a house or he will purchase a two-wheeler. So where he is using that money? Over the purchase of goods and services. If any goods and services purchased by the consumer, what you call it? Consumption. So he is using that loan for the consumption of goods and services. That's why over that loan, what interest is paid will be not included. Because what I said initially, what interest is paid, you have to look into where that money is used. If that money is used in the production of goods and services and interest is paid over that money will be included. But if the same money is used over the consumption of goods and services and interest paid will be not included. Next is interest on national debt. This is another new concept for you. What is interest on national debt? That is the interest given by the government to the public on borrowings made from the public. Number of time government borrow money from the public and over that money interest is given to the public. That is the attraction for the public. So when government borrow money, government gives interest. So that's why people lend their money to the government. That is called public borrowing. And on that borrowings, government gives interest, that is called interest on national debt. In some places it is written interest on public debt or interest on public borrowings. And where this money is used? This money is used by the government on public welfare, not in the production of goods and services. So interest paid on the money, and money is used in the public welfare, not in the production of goods and services. Therefore, the interest will be not included. Is it clear? Number of times the question is why interest on national debt is not included in domestic product or national product. The answer is interest on national debt is given over that money which is used by the government on public welfare, not in the production of goods and services. That's why interest on national debt is not included in domestic income and national income. Next is interest by one firm to other firm on the loan. If one firm is taking loan from other firm, JK White Cement is taking loan from Birla White Cement. So what is the objective of that loan? Consumption? No. JK White Cement will be using that loan in the production of goods and services. So that loan which is taken by JK White Cement is used in the production of goods and services. So over that loan, what interest paid will be included, because I said if the interest is paid over that money which is used in the production of goods and services, then that interest will be a part of national product and domestic product. Next is interest paid by a firm to a bank. Now the question is why the firm has taken loan from the bank? For the production of goods and services. So the money is used or invested by the firm in the production of goods and services, and that's why it will be included. So once again, how you will treat the interest? You will see where that money on which the interest is generated is used. If it is used in the consumption of goods and services, then it will be not included in domestic product and national product. But if it is used in the production of goods and services, then that money will be, that interest will be included in domestic product and national product. Next is free services of owners. In number of small businesses, the services are provided by the owner in the business. For an example, if finance is given by the owner, then over that finance interest is given. That interest will be included? Yes, because that finance is used in the production of goods and services. If suppose producer is providing the land, if the owner is providing the land to the business, so what will be paid again? The land, rent will be included? Yes. Whether that services are given by the outsider or services are given by the insider, whether land is provided by the landlord or land is provided by the owner, in both cases the services, the value will be included. Next is production of fixed asset for oneself. Means if suppose someone is constructing well in the farmhouse, if suppose you are having a farmhouse, in your own farmhouse you are constructing road, you are constructing boundary wall, you are constructing well, then it will be included or not? It will be included because there is a flow of goods. So this is enough to understand in today's video that these are the common precautions you have to take while estimating national and domestic product and income. Soon in the next video, I will take few more precautions. Thank you.